guides, spirit team. I'm asking that these readings are clear and accurate, healing received with love. I'm asking if we approach the spirit world that we're protected by love and light, and thank you for allowing me to share this gift. All right. No, we are not channeling. Hello. Hi, guys. How are ya? How's it going? How's your Monday? What's up? Let's do some mini readings. Let me know if you have a question for spirit guide, something about your life, something you want me to feel into. Probably not connect to someone in spirit unless I feel that your loved one's kind of around me. Usually when I go live, if you haven't seen this before, I do it for like half an hour or so, and I'll connect with maybe 2 people in spirit, just if I feel like they're tugging on me. But no questions really off limits. Yeah. How are you guys? Let me actually close this door. Cool. Oh. It's not too loud, right? Am I doing readings? Yeah. Michaela, do I have anything coming in for me today? Sure. What does this mean? Michaela. First your guides were showing me, you know, on the road how there's like yellow kind of lines. And they were showing me that we were like having a hard time to balance and juggle everything in our life. And it felt that for you, Michaela, like you don't have to have everything figured out, everything perfect, everything balanced, equal attention to like each person, each thing in your life. Like you're fine. Kind of felt like for you, Michaela, like you're doing a good job. You're doing the best job that you can do. Don't be so hard on yourself. It reminds me when we feel that we have to be, you know, the perfect mom and the perfect all of these, the perfect student, the perfect daughter, the perfect wife. No, you're fine. Let me feel into that yellow line a little bit more. It just feels like we're being too hard on ourselves. Don't. The other thing that I feel about that is break some rules. Break some, oh, I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm going to do it anyways because it makes you feel happy. I think it's going to help us. It's like going outside of our comfort zone is going to help you not feel so that we have to be doing things a certain kind of way. I hope that helps, Michaela. Hi. Kate. Hi, Jamie. Would love to hear if there is anything for me, Kate. Aww. Do you have an opportunity, Kate, that what you guys were showing me was like a rescue, what's called like a hot air balloon? That there was some kind of opportunity, some kind of thing that was going to lift you up and I guess just make things lighter. It feels like go with the flow, jump on board with that. It feels like it's also, it could be a small thing. For example, I have a lot of random people that email me, like corporations and stuff of like, hey, let's work together, let's do this. That's the same kind of energy that I feel. That like this hot air balloon is not like your lifesaver. It's not like your rescue hot air balloon, if that's even a thing. What your guides were showing me, like there's something that's like in front of your face, wanting your attention to make things like lighter for you. And it kind of feels like it's career oriented. So jump on whatever kind of small opportunities and yeah, try to be lighter with things. I think you know what I mean by that. Lighter with things like the pressure that you put on yourself. And also go with the flow of embracing change for you specifically right now. There's like a good kind of window. I don't know if it's astrology related. It just feels like everything is so, if not career, like financial kind of stuff, shifting our routine, blah, blah, stuff like that. Are these free? Yeah. I'm just feeling into whoever I'm called to. doing freely readings before I do my kind of Patreon readings. Hey Tara, you better get off this live or you're gonna get sick of hearing my voice or seeing my face for when we do our reading. If you're gonna join tonight, I would like for you to join because I have a funny story that maybe I'll share with you. I shared with someone already. Alrighty. Thank you for the boombox. Okay. Baja Blast, babe. Would love a reading, please, and thank you, Amber. Amber, have you seen that TikTok on how to make a Baja Blast? Supposedly, it's just blue Powerade with like half amount of Mountain Dew, and I drink that all the time. You should try that if you haven't already. Okay, but what was your question, Amber? Just the reading? Okay, just the reading. Let's see what's coming through for you, Amber. I wonder if my little Wayne's too loud. I'm just gonna be honest with you, Amber. Here's what your guides were showing me, and it could be literal or it could be more, metaphor. I think it's too loud. Okay. 2 babies is what your guides are showing me, like twin babies. I don't think that means that we're going to have twins, although it might mean that. I feel like the more mean behind this is that kind of mother love, unconditional, I'm important, I'm needed, I'm, all these kind of things that we need to be like filling our heart with up more. So I don't think it's literal. Don't be like, oh gosh, I'm going to get pregnant, I'm going to have twins. It feels like your guides were saying that feeling that we get from, look at all the love that's around me. Try to see this in your life a little bit more. Try to just take account of the little things and the little relationships, the little kind of acquaintances and the friends and the family and the support that you actually do have going on around you. It feels like a little bit like me. We say like, get away. You hurt my feelings. We're pushing everyone away. It just feels like your guides want you to see how like love and supported and appreciated you actually are. Hopefully that makes sense to you, Amber. Let me see if there's anything else I can get for you. It just feels like our heart hurts too. So I agree with that like we have been like burned, we have been hurt, and we do want to kind of like push everyone away and start fresh. Maybe it doesn't mean so much like rekindle with your family, blah, blah, blah kind of people, but like see who's actually like in your corner, that's got your back. And this can definitely include spirit guides as well. Is what I heard. Olivia, love reading, please. Okay, let's see what's coming up for you, Olivia. I low-key love these. Here's what your guides are showing me. Do you have, I don't know if it's older or younger brother. I mean, I don't think it's either of those. I don't know, it might be one of those because it's your metaphor. Here's what your guides were showing me, that we need to be more playful in our relationship, or we need to stop taking things too serious in our relationship. They were showing me like you and a brother, or like a memory, or just an example of like pushing the other person in the water. Have you ever seen that meme that's like penguins walking and the penguin just like slaps the person off of the cliff or whatever, slaps the penguin off the cliff? That's kind of what your guides were showing me. So let me dissect that a little bit more. It just felt like if we're in a relationship now, quit thinking that it has to be this way. That it's going bad because this person doesn't meet the expectations of my best friend's kind of soulmate person that they're seeing. And if we're not in a relationship, what that means to me is stop thinking that someone has to, I don't know if I agree with that. I'm just going to say what you guys are saying. Stop thinking that someone has to like check all of these boxes. That's really scary for me to say, because I feel like someone should definitely check all those boxes, but That's just what I was getting from your guides. So be more playful, be more silly, don't freak out. Don't kind of think that this person has to be all these different kinds of ways. Maybe they are good for us just the way that they are, or maybe our person that we are looking for or wanting to like fill these shoes, maybe some things could be tweaked. For example, if we feel that we're being too picky with something. I just like your brother metaphor of, you know, be more silly, be more goofy with your love life. I guess is how I'll interpret that. Angel, will my husband and I ever be happy? I hope it's a yes. Let me see. Okay, here's what your guides are showing me. What does this mean? It's like yes in time. I feel that they're showing me like a crazy kind of metaphor. Not just like this with the hands, but once we kind of take this problem, replace it with a solution that kind of actually fits. I feel like yes, obviously, but to answer your question, I feel like yes, obviously, that's how you get over problems. That's how you get things to feel, you know, like they're going to work out and that we are going to be happy. I feel like to answer your question, yes, absolutely be happy. This feels like it's almost a year away. I was here in August. I don't like how long that this is going to take. I don't know if it feels like we are down to do like whatever it takes to change, to not so much settle, but make things kind of work, and they're a little bit slower. So try to work with them on what would be exciting for them to, you know, make things more exciting, make things more happy. What I mean by that is, you know how we say, like, gosh darn, if you would just go to therapy or counseling or this thing with me, then we think that that's going to fix all of our problems, but the other person doesn't want to do that, so that's not how the problem's going to be fixed, like in their head. It just feels like I want you to get husband on board to make some shifts and make some changes so that it's not a year from now that we're happy. And I would love for us to try to come up with more creative ideas on how we can get like him on the bandwagon. I think you understand what I mean by that. The other thing that I wanted to say was like a little bit of reverse psychology. And also, of course, when it comes to relationship, always think about like love language. Look into love language. If you don't know what that is, just Google it, and it might, you know, blow your mind or help things relationship wise make more sense. I hope that helps, Angel. I feel like yes. All right. Do I take Venmo? I do professional private readings over PayPal, so no, I don't take Venmo, but these are free. So if you just leave your, you know, question in the comments, hopefully my eyes will catch it. Anybody want to be my moderator? Let's see, block or report? I don't really care. Someone said I need Jesus and not to talk to demons. That's okay. My friend actually talks to Jesus. Just saying. I've never been comfortable with that because when I would try to connect with him, I would always hear like, my children, get away from me with that talk. Okay. Afsana, I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. Is Sale? No, Sally the one. I always hear yes and no. And the reason that I think that is yeah, they can absolutely be the one. And it's a no because there is like no the one for us. There is no one soulmate for us. So what I heard was yes, he's a good one. He or she. Kim, is Cammy interfering in Key and Josh's relationship? Is that what you meant to say? Here's the answer that I was getting from your guides or just whatever, my own intuition stuff. William just texted me, my best friend, so I was excited to see what that said because I want him to be my moderator and keep the I need Jesus in my life people out. What was your question? What was the answer that I was hearing? Oh, is she interfering in this person's relationship? It felt like no, but she was trying to interfere or interject in other like pieces of their life. So it's like the um, literal answer to your question was no, no, not the relationship, but yes, she is trying to like interject in the life, make things work out in their favor. But it also feels like it's not extremely intentional or just for like selfish, kind of hurtful reasons. I felt like they almost, that's just the way. Okay. You would love to be my moderator. All right, let me see. I trust ya. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try to make you my moderator in case I see one more thing. I'm not too worried about it. I've been doing this for a long time, and when I started doing this is when I got the real hate, but I got over it. No one's really said anything mean in a very, very, very long time. Kimberly, is my health gonna get better? Oh, I feel into this for you. Yes. Do you have stuff going on with your lungs? It felt that after the season's over, that a lot of things are going to shift for you to where you're actually seeing progress, to where it's not such a like uphill kind of battle, and that kind of like mental and emotional feeling of like, oh my gosh, progress is actually happening, then yes, your health is going to get better in like the snowball kind of form. So keep kind of keeping your head up for as long as you can. Know that you have free will. I think that a lot of our health stuff is physical, but once we start seeing more hope, it just feels that our physical, kind of mental, emotional, all of that's going to be on the same page, and we will be like, once we see that we're getting better, we're going to be like on board of getting better. I hope that helps. Okay. Spiritually transform, Shelby. Anything new for me coming up? Shelby, have you ever seen Spice World? Um, what your guides were showing me, I just love sharing my metaphors, but then I have to rethink, like, what the heck does that even mean? Um, your guides were showing me Spice World, where they're singing like My Lollipop, that song, on the back of the boat, and everyone like falls into the water. Specifically, Scary Spice. So Shelby, let me see what this means to you. To me, it probably means nothing to you. Okay, let me concentrate. Okay. What I'm kind of feeling and hearing is don't throw in the towel. Don't throw in the towel for like not me. Know that things can very, very much turn around. Know that things can so much get better for you. What I feel about this is relationship boundaries, how we fit in, how other people treat us, how other people see us. I think I'm going to use myself as, for example, sometimes we just get in these spells of I'm feeling sucky or I'm not really feeling loved. It feels like we're going through that. So be your own best friend and don't throw in the towel of like settling, of I'm not worthy enough or I'm not good enough. I don't know how that relates to the Spice World kind of thing. I guess when you get thrown off the boat, like they laughed about it. I hope that helps. I like that. I like that for myself too. Charlene, you said my friend Tony blocked me. Will he reach out to me soon? Why did he block you? Is he gonna reach out to you? I don't think that he is, but I think that's okay because it doesn't feel inappropriate to be reaching out to him, even though he blocked us. It doesn't really feel that that was out of like, I hate you, I want you out of my life. It just feels like it's a little bit of angry, frustration, heated in the moment. And I don't know if it's possible for you to reach out back to them after they blocked you, but I think it's just like when someone slams the door in front of your face, it feels like it's that energy of they're not going to slam the door in front of your face, open up right away and say like, I'm so sorry. They're going to slam the door on your face and then expect you to like go tapping on the window or something, blah, 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 along the lines of that. That's what I feel about that. I hope that helps you. Angelica. Oh, no, I wanted to answer Hannah. Hannah, am I going to be able to get pregnant? Why haven't I? Hannah, I'm so deeply sorry. A lot of people, I say, they don't answer these kind of questions, but I just see kind of what comes up from your spirit guides. If you wanted to do a private reading with me, anyone with medical kind of stuff, it just takes me a little bit longer to feel into that. But let me see what I can get from your guides, Hannah. About us getting pregnant. So yes, 2022. I felt like August, Hannah. August 2022. I never know if that means conceive or have a baby. Probably not be have a baby. And why haven't you? Hannah, did you move recently? I know this is a rhetorical question. I might not see your answer, Hannah. It just feels like your guides were showing me is, when there's like a water bed or something and it's really, really unstable, it just feels like it was this. Like there was like too much instability kind of emotionally in our life and maybe physically a little bit. I asked if you moved because it felt like things have kind of finally settled down. The reason I say kind of is it feels like they're going to get better. So why haven't you? It could just be the stupid thing of everything might happen for a reason. I just feel like there was too much things going on. The reason that I said emotionally was to push that stupid saying out of the way, and it felt like emotionally like our body was like, no, I don't think it's the good time. Usually what I hear is, I'm not having a baby while I'm having like panic attacks and blah, blah, blah. So I hope that helps. And I know you didn't ask if it was going to be your boy or girl, so I'm not going to say if I feel like it's going to be boy or girl. Good stuff, though. Brittany, what are my guides saying? Heard the word journey. Let's see, what about your journey? Ooh, you know what your guides look like? What's that 90s show? Invader Zim? No. Invader Zim? Your guide looks like, I should put my finger on it. There's some like 90s cartoon where the person's blue and they got like their blue brain or something showing. Not in a scary way. It just feels like your guide is, silly, goofy. If you are old enough or young enough to have watched Invader Zim, if you were just like drawn or attracted to that, it feels like there's like a similarity between the personality of your guides and like that whole TV show. So I got excited. I forgot your question. I think it was just, what were your guides saying? Something about journey. Okay. So for you, I feel like your journey is just getting started, and that reminds me of a spiritual journey, but it's more deeper. Did you already have your spiritual awakening? It feels that it's, had our spiritual awakening, and I don't think spiritual awakening is ever good, but now we're getting to like the nitty gritty, the face your shit, the really relearn how to love yourself and know that you're supported, know that you have, I would love to do a private reading with you. You're cool. Everyone's cool, but you specifically, know that you're supported, know that you have guides and stuff that want to help you out. When I was seeing that, what your guides were showing me was like, timeline hopping, interdimensional, there's a word for this. What's the fucking word? You're just really cool. The way that you can shift things. If you were ever into like molecular shit, I just think that there's cool stuff that you're doing, probably in like the astral world, probably in your kind of other kind of stuff. That was just cool to tap into. I hope that helps. Rachel, I'm not good at past lives, but I want to answer this and feel into you. Who are my guides? Most recent past life. Give me a second to feel into your past life. And I have to go in a little bit. Rachel, who are your guides? I have a lot of them. Are you drawn to archangels? I feel like for you, Rachel, archangels, and then I also get the feeling feminine of kind of grace times. If you were ever drawn or I don't know, connected to like Zeus, but like the wife of Zeus. That's the kind of stuff that I get for you. Past life, Rachel. Let me get out of my head. Do this for you. Are you afraid of guns? Are you afraid of like noises? How do we feel about horses? Do we love them or do we not? Feels like for you, Rachel, something to do with guns, something to do with war, something to do with horses, but for some reason, like Indians. I was gonna say the horses that you have, they don't have anything on them. Is it true that Indians, I mean, maybe obviously rode horses when there was like Native American, all that kind of Pocahontas-y, leave here things going on. Rachel, are you like Pocahontas is my favorite movie in the world, or when I watch it I just feel so upset? That's the kind of past lifey thing that I felt you had. Almost reminds me of Spirit too. Spirit, where that person, they really, really loved their horse and had a whole lot of respect for animals. That's your past life. All things like that, indigenous things, and less like war, less guns, less like, what do you mean you're going to the shooting range? I like that kind of stuff for you. That's what I feel like your most recent past life was. Yay, it didn't take me forever. Angelica, any advice for my spirit guides? I need guidance. Okay. I'm sorry if I skipped your question. I was trying to get to, I think, Hannah. Angelica, let me see what I can get for you. Are you really focused on love, Angelica? Okay. Angelica, it feels like we're really empathic and we are worried so much, not what people think about us, although we might be. We're worried so much, like, are they okay? Are they okay? Are they okay? Are they okay? And then we kind of come last. And I'm sure that that's not new news to you, but I think like actually feeling and getting that and reversing that is going to be like, oh, wow. You mean I don't have to always be tapped into my, parent or my sibling or my best friend or my neighbor or my dog? So Angelica, for you, so much cord cutting, so many boundaries. What I mean by boundaries is like personal boundaries of I'm not going to be worrying about your, wedding date or your blah, 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 or your crazy stuff or your car accident, things like that. Try to just be focused on yourself because you are the most important and because like you love yourself and you have more respect for yourself, that we're not like putting ourselves last. It's the whole kind of airplane metaphor of like put your mask on first. A lot of people that does come up of like you care about all these people or we take care of all these people before we take care of ourselves or we never take care of ourselves. The reason I want to bring that up is because you did come up in that circle of we take care of all these people and then ourselves. Usually it's we take care of all these people and never ourselves. The reason that I want to say that was it feels like we do splurge on ourselves. And so we would kind of say like, no, that's not true. But you are seeing yourself and like your worth, but it's really fucking last. So put yourself first. and work on those boundaries of you don't have to be tapped into all of your family members, all of whoever. Like, it's fine. They're not going to know that you're not stressing about their situation. Hopefully that helps. And listen to, trust your gut, trust your instincts. I think that when you asked for, I feel like there's a lot of stuff going on in our life, but that's like the biggest thing that I felt that wanted to come through. I don't know if your life feels like it's falling apart in so many different areas, but there's still, hope. So I said follow your intuition, trust your gut, because you know perfectly fine how to manage that, how to like sweep everything up, how to fix everything. All right, you're strong, you got it. Ooh, Lady Danielle, when will my mediumship pick up? Do my guides have any advice? I love this for you. Let's see. I like your answer. Mediumship pickup. I was like, December, January, February, March, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no. The mediumship's going to pick up whenever you decide that it's going to pick up. To make that make more sense, let me see what your guides mean by that. It's kind of like you're calling the shots. So don't think that your mediumship has to be some abracadabra. Oh my gosh. November 15th was the day I started seeing ghosts. I think that you already have a lot more mediumship, specifically maybe the hearing sense things going on. So your mediumship is perfectly fine. You call the shots on whether you're going to let all of these small, I felt this happened to me, I believed in myself for this. Your mediumship's going to pick up for you when you believe in yourself, when you believe that all these small things is really something and it's really amazing. And advice from and that's for everyone. In my group coaching class that just started, I do them every other month, so the next one's in January, and I also do private coaching, but it's like the 4th week that everyone starts to believe in themselves, because it's 4 consecutive weeks of, oh, well, that's probably because of this, or that happened because of this, or I just got lucky that time. That's when it like everyone starts realizing that they're onto something, that they got everything out of thin air. All right, let me go back to advice for you. Oh, keep going. Don't be so hard on yourself. What I mean by that is, do we have like emotional breakdowns of we just want this so bad, and we think that after we perfect our mediumship or start to get really really good at it, that's gonna like things are going to be so much better in our life. We could do this. It feels like it's really emotional for us, but it should be fun because you're already doing things. I hope that helps. Sandra, will I conceive in 2021? I feel like, what does that even mean? I feel like your guides are like, technically, but according to humans, not so much. Oh, well, that wasn't even part of the question. So I think you got a baby around you that, is ready to come. So that's why your guides were maybe like technically feel like conceiving, not to get too much into your business or anything. Felt like, yeah, like the last week of 2021. But I really felt January, February was when we would really kind of like notice. And like let it sink in a little bit more. Have we been kind of like hurt and burned, in the past year, previous years, 2020? I think that there's going to be a little bit of, I feel that there's going to be a little bit of, yeah, there's 2 lines, but I don't really know. So try to clear all of that energy. And I want to say get excited. I hope that helps. Good stuff, Sandra. Let's connect to someone in spirit. Let me see who's around. Okay, a couple of people. I kind of like the lady with dark hair. I think grandma. She gives me Hocus Pocus vibes, and she's showing me this person. No, this was Halloween Town. Did you guys see Halloween Town where the grandma, she had a bag and it would like hold like, bowling balls and all this candy, and it was just like this ever never ending kind of bag. But this grandma, she's got this like green scratchy purse, but it looks like a suitcase, like those old-timey suitcases, and her hair is kind of crazy. Oh, my hair is straightened today. Usually what my hair looks like poofy curly black, frizzy a little bit. And I think when she talks, it's like she just smacks a lot. And oh, Erica, if you're watching this, looks like your grandma, but your grandma's still living. She's got cute round cheekbones. She's very, very happy. She's pretty tall. I'm 5'4", so I would feel like she's like, I don't know, at least 5'6", 5'8". When I asked how old she was, she said 74, but she doesn't look like she's 74 at all. So grandma, I'm not sure yet if it's on someone's mom or dad's side. She's got curly black hair. She's not as petite as, I don't want to say most grandmas, because my grandma's not petite. Let me see if I can think of a movie character. My heart hurts. So I don't know if let's see how she passed. I don't need rap music right now. I think that she passed of medical stuff, but I think it was a whole lot of circulation things going on. Let me know in the comments if this sounds like your grandma, and then I would love for you guys to let me know if you see someone who leaves a comment, like who this might be. I'm going to keep talking a little bit more. I think that she definitely had small dogs with her. Maybe like a couple or one here or there. What I mean by that is, those people who they have a dog and then the dog dies and they get another dog, and they have another small dog and then the dog dies and they get another dog. If not a couple of chihuahuas and small dogs, she would always have a dog. Heart hurts. Let me see what else I can get from her. And then whoever this is, I think it's female. And I think you guys have a sister that you're very, very close in age, or even older sister. I think you guys both have dark hair too. And I feel like mom's side, whose grandma does this sound like? I'm not good with names, but if I had to guess a name, it's like Evelyn, Beverly. It's like a pretty name. Bethany, Evelyn, something pretty. And let me see if there's one more thing I can get from her. Different kind of signs that she's sending whoever is a star. It looks like it's a cookie cutter kind of star, actually, to be specific. So I don't, honest to God, half of the time when I ask our grandparents, what kind of signs are you sending for your people? It's like, oh, let me tell you this one story, or let me show you this one thing. When I asked this person what signs she was sending someone, it was, we used to make cookies. We used to make cookies out of stars. So would you guys now, if she were still living for the holidays or whatever, would you be making star-shaped kind of cookies? Maybe even with sprinkles on them. I know I said that it felt like she was a little bit taller, but it feels like when she was younger that there was a little bit of a hunch. Who do we think this could be? Okay, we're not sure. I'm gonna keep talking. Let me see what else I can get from her. Feels like when she was living, she had grandkids. And she was very, very happy. So this person and their sister maybe was probably preteen, around that age, 10 to 20. And the grandkids, which I guess would be great grandkids that somebody had, I don't think the preteen kids, I don't know what's going on. It was like a little boy, like a little, I don't know, 2-year-old kind of boy, still in diapers and stuff. Um, and she feels very, very cliche, where if you guys went to her house, she would be playing like that marbles game. I don't know what it's called. It's like, let me like drop my marbles in each kind of thing. We think it's Jenna's grandmother. Jenna. Yes, to star-shaped cookies. I have a tattoo of her, Mickey Mouse throwing stars. Okay. My eyes like automatically start watering when we find the person. I don't see anything else, Jenna. Let me see if that matches up. I'm like, do you know Jenna? Yeah, Jenna. Did you dye your hair crazy or like put a streak or something in it recently? It felt like she was kind of saying like, yeah, her granddaughter is the one that you can like spot. She's the one that's got like, I don't know if you got like piercings or something. Oh, it feels like she's showing you. She's showing me. She's not. She's maybe showing you too, like giving you a hug. But when she gives you a hug, she's like so mushy gushy, and it's like waterworks right away. Were you guys both loud when you saw each other? Of like, hi, grandma. And did you guys kind of live far away? Jenna, still sound like your grandma. You said, haha, my hair is purple and pink. Okay, yay. Jenna, do you have any questions for your grandma? The other thing that I was going to ask you was, she was showing me, I don't know if this is now or I don't know how it'd be now, but she was just showing me being at the airport, and when I was saying like, hi, grandma, something about like being at the airport, like being there for you at the airport, and there's like so much love at the airport. Kind of like me, I like the airport because that's when I see all my family. That's when I've like picked up all the people, and there's like all these happy memories. Do you have the same thing too? Let me know if you have any questions, Jenna. She just wants to give you all the kisses in the world. She just wants you to be happy. She's showing me, I don't know what this means, but like giving you a puppy or a stuffed animal puppy. And it's almost like, here, this will make you happy. You should get a puppy. You said every time we connected, it was a ton of excitement. Aww. You have any questions for her? It just feels like she, I don't know. Oh, okay. I mean, she wants you to take your life serious. She wants you to do the next thing. She wants you to go to the next step. Do you do spiritual stuff, Jenna? She wants you to like do it so we can do this together, so that you can talk to me, so that I can help you, so that I can be there for you. And it's like all these kind of pushings in the world, where she's also being funny. I don't know if this has to do with anything. It's like, do you stumble all the time, or more recently where you've been thinking, should I get like my balance checked? It feels like she's pushing you of, you know, go for it, but we're like tripping ourselves for some reason. You run an intuitive business. She has led me all the way. Okay, what's the next step for you, Jenna? It's something that's like scary, putting yourself out there. It's almost where, I mean, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say my next step would be like going on TV. It's like that. Like your next step is like big. The reason I use that TV example, it's something that's like, yeah, I'm not fucking doing that this year. But she wants you to like go to the next step. It's something that it's like dangling in your face. She's gonna push you down the stairs if you don't do this, and she has your back all the way. You said your hair was pink and purple. The color that I associate with her is like black and purple. I don't know if that's your logo colors. I don't know how I feel about her wanting to. This I'm gonna punch you through the phone. I'm just kidding. This is what I wanted with my mom. your grandma felt like she wants this to be, I'm not gonna cry, she wants this to be like a team effort of like, she's got your back and you can call on her whenever. And she wants like your spiritual intuitive business to super take off. And it's like, if we were to change our logo or do something, add more like purple and black if you wanted to, if you like those colors, that it would almost like take the edge off of some things. And we wouldn't be putting like so much pressure on ourselves. That's sweet. That's what I wanted from my mom. But then when I connected to my mom of surprise, I got a spiritual business. We can do this together. My logo is a seashell for you. She was like, no, like go get a real job. You know exactly what it is. I had disconnected for a while and I've been called back very directly. That's amazing, Jenna. Okay. So sweet. I think you said your logo is green and purple. Awesome. Add some black in there if you would like. And she's good. You know that she's good. And you know that you can talk to her. And I hope that this helps. And all good stuff. All right. I'm going to let your grandma go. And I'm going to do a couple more readings. Then I have to go in my Patreon group over Zoom and do readings there. If you guys want to join more, it's like video direct. It's a Zoom meeting is what it is. Join those readings. You can just go to my bio and type hashtag join live to the number that I have there. 904-662-9020. And you can join the live and see me there and we can talk for half an hour. But I'm going to do a few more people. Not connect to anyone in spirit because I want to have more time and attention to do that. Okay. Bonnie, this is a serious question. Can you tell me if my father is still alive? I felt yes. I felt yes, and I was seeing like the what's plaid, someone in a plaid shirt, someone in like a red, white, and black plaid shirt. So I feel like yes. Brett, will I get the job and will it be a good move? Oh, I thought you said movie. I was like, you're gonna be in a movie? Will you get the job and will it be a good move? I'm just pausing so I can really feel into this because it feels like there's a lot of opportunities for you. It feels, if not this job, then something's gonna spiral us into the good, like slingshot us is a better word, into like a bunch of different things. So I feel like yes, but I'm just going to say what I was feeling. I feel like yes, but it's going to be more temporary than we think. What I mean by that is not our end all be all. So don't kind of stress yourself out. Don't freak out of, am I sure that I want this? Am I sure that I want this? And I know if you've been doing like Googling everything that you can like Google about the place, it feels like, hey, calm down, relax. I think that I don't know if your question like, will you get the job, or if it was just like a good decision, but it feels like yes. And yes, but don't, it's almost like this is just a bridge for another thing. This job is fine, yes. It's a good move, yes, but it's not, it's like leading up to something really, really big. So don't settle and don't feel stuck. Aiden, anything for me, please, ma'am? Alrighty. Let me see what I can get for you. You have a grandma in spirit? You have a grandma in spirit who was a little bit religious, sending you doves or so. Sending you doves, really. When I was expecting to get like a spirit guide message, it almost felt like this spirit guide material of a grandma really, really wanting us to do well, really wanting us to be happy. I'm laughing because it almost feels like there's a Thanksgiving kind of eat more reference. Have you, Aiden, seen that movie? Dr. Doolittle? No, not Dr. Doolittle. I don't want to impersonate it. It feels like it's rude now. So I'm just going to say what I was seeing because now I'm getting too much in my head. I was seeing like your grandma laughing and like clapping for you. And then I was making a reference to like that Hercules when the kid was like eating all his mashed potatoes and stuff. I feel like your grandma is just like clapping for you, and it's the same kind of, thing like that. Let me see if there's anything else from you. Oh, and what I was hearing was you're doing a good job. So pay attention to like the doves and the white birds and all like the angels and all the feathers and things like that. I think this person, spirit guide, grandmother, wants you to do well, but wants you to like specifically know that you're doing well. I hope that helps for you. Rose Betty, anything for me? Let me see what I can get for you, Rose. Rose Betty. For you, it feels like it's a little bit heavy. What I was hearing was don't take things personal, and know that the people who are belittling you and being mean to you, they're just like reflections. Which feels like it's harsh. Not reflections of you. It's almost like these people are just acting this way because that's how they act. Don't take anything personal. What I mean by that is, for example, when you go to the grocery store, when you go somewhere, and it's kind of, gosh, everyone keeps hitting me with their buggy, or everyone keeps giving me like stink faces. What's wrong with me? Why am I a bad person? And then we just kind of like spiral down to like this disliking ourselves. From your guides, it felt like don't really worry about that. Don't take things personal, and don't let these other people make you feel bad about yourself. For some reason, hopefully that makes sense too, it just felt that we were going through a season in our life where you need to see all these specific things so that it helps like get us kind of stronger. And I think that that's interesting because it reminds me of another thing that my friend said yesterday. Whenever someone says blah blah blah, because I've been seeing all these TikToks or all these videos or all these things on my social media, spirit guides always kind of say like, what have you been seeing? Because whatever videos you're seeing, whatever things you're seeing on your phone or on your computer, those are specific for you. So like pay attention to the signs and stuff. Yeah, the reason that I brought that up was you're seeing these specific people act out this specific kind of way so that we learn something about ourselves. And then I also want to say, especially if my best friend William is talking, because he sends me videos of goofy TikToks of if you're thinking of someone with the letter J, then you need to send this video to them. Maybe not every single TikTok video you've seen is for you, but like the majority of things that you're seeing and noticing throughout your day are probably absolutely for you. Okay. Italian Missy, you said, I'll pay if you give me a little reading. I have to go and do my Patreon readings right now at 7:30. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. But I do professional private readings. If you want to go to my website, they're really, really, really discounted right now, more than 20% off. And my 15-minute readings are something like $30. Half an hour right now is like $60, and then an hour is like $120 or something. Usually they are a lot more than that, but I have a really good crazy Thanksgiving sale. But this was fun, especially connecting to Jenna's grandmother. I know I said that I would send her away, but I forgot. And I have been doing this more frequently. So, like every other day is when I go live, kind of like around this time. I hope you guys take care. I hope you guys have a good night. Thank you for all the roses and everything. And if you want to reach me or connect with me or whatever, I got a whole bunch of shit of all the things that I do in my bio. Okay, take care.